Wow, what a jungle. Thank God we have a guide. I can hear the
Please
monkeys.
keep your hands and fingers, all body parts within the boat at all times. We have dangerous reptiles and snakes that will fall out of trees.
Nice.
What is that, a snake?
That's not a snake, it's red. Wow, we are really deep in the jungle here.
This is so cool. Check out over there. Great job, too.
I know, crocodile dandy.
Dandy.
Dandy's doing some dandy work. Who's more wild, us or the animal? Like,
I think this is where we're getting off over here.
oh, did we just turn this guy off? It's like,
Okay. Jump up here.
Step on the gun.
Got it.
the gardener when you need it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That way. Wow. Oh, check it out. Monkeys.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Speaking of monkeys, have you heard of the 100th monkey effect?
And does it really involve 100 monkeys?
And if it does, what would monkeys have to do with anything on this show?
And another question for your question, what do monkeys have to do with consciousness? This story takes place on an uninhabited island off the coast of Japan. In 1952, on the island of Kojima near Japan, a group of research scientists started giving the native monkeys their sweet potatoes that were incidentally covered in dirt and sand where they had been dropped. The monkeys really liked the sweet potatoes, of course, but did not like them covered in dirt and sand, which made them not so palatable. By and by, a 1.5-year-old monkey discovered, probably by accident, that if it washed the sweet potatoes in water first, that it could then eat them with no problem. Soon, by its teaching example in monkey see, monkey do fashion, other family members and playmates also learned the new innovative behavior of washing the sweet potatoes before eating them. Within 6 years, all of the younger monkeys had learned to wash their sweet potatoes, and only some of the adult monkeys. By this time period, too, a certain large percentage of the monkey group on the island were washing their sweet potatoes. By and by, at some point in 1958, in the 6th year, one more monkey tipped the scales, so to speak, and learned how to wash his sweet potatoes. This monkey was given by the scientists the hypothetical number of 100, the 100th monkey that learned how to wash his sweet potatoes. Then, in a greatly unexpected shift, after the 100th monkey learned to wash the potatoes, and at a notably increased rate, all every single one of the monkeys on the island were washing their sweet potatoes before eating them. However, this is not the big surprise finish to the story, which was actually a research project. The amazing and surprise revelation was that the entire monkey population's potato washing behavior on that island had in time, seemingly miraculously, jumped over the sea to other islands with monkeys, and even mainland groups of monkeys, and reportedly, relatively rapidly, all around the globe, and without any contact from other potato washing monkeys from the initial island of Kojima. This amazing global phenomenon was coined the 100th monkey effect. Well, let me go see where Pete's off to. Oh, it figures. Asleep under a tree. Pete! Hey, Pete! Come on! We gotta go check out the stream over here. The key part of this story is that the behavior invisibly and comparatively quickly spread to other parts of the world without any contact from the original group.
When this hypothetically numbered 100th monkey adopted this new behavior, in effect, an energy shift in group and apparent global consciousness occurred.
Now, perhaps this added energy, this shift, was increased further by the scientists themselves around the globe merely discussing it, or in a funny way, perhaps even compounded by the fact that raccoons, by nature, were already contributing to this particular behavior energy by washing their food before eating it.
In any case, this added energy of the tipping point monkey created a breakthrough in how we understand consciousness, that all things, beings, and even thought energy are actually connected.
When we send a strong thought wave out, it does not merely dissolve into the universe. It goes somewhere.
The conscious energy of the one affects the global consciousness of the many.
A question, does the 100th monkey effect work only here on Earth, though? Book author Makenneth Stoffer has an interesting take on this.
Well, as people know, the 100th monkey means there's a certain place where everything starts changing, where it just builds up and then it has to explode out and happen for the whole universe or your little world. So most people think of it as happening in your world, but it's happening all over the planet and all over the universe because God's source doesn't just work in one place at the same time. If there's something that God's source is working with, expressing, it's happening on many planets throughout the universe, and when that starts happening in these other places, it could build up and boom, flourish on one planet, and it affects this planet. So if it's also taking place here, which it usually is, it's going to be affected very strongly, and it could take, maybe you're only at the 56th monkey and on this planet, but all of a sudden, boom, it's connected with what happened with the 100th monkey on the other one. It can jump up quicker. So I think it's all interconnected. It's more like many thousands of monkeys on many planets, taking place at one time.
Oh, look, we have company.
Really?
So, we see here that the 100th monkey effect may not only occur here on Earth, but within and throughout the entire universe as well. Why? Because all life is connected. All planets, all creation, all beings, all through universal consciousness.
When enough of us hold something to be true, and a tipping point occurs in relative leaps and bounds, it becomes true for everyone. Yeah, so let's set this up a little bit. Excuse our amateurish.
I think we're good.
It's pretty good.
I can see that.
So, welcome to the For Pete's Sake show. Please
Thanks.
introduce yourself.
Hi. Yep, my name's Thomas, and I love San Diego. I love doing yoga, and I just love life, you know?
What do you think of the 100 monkey effect?
The 100th monkey effect is something that I think is very inspiring, and it gives us all hope. So the 100th monkey effect, I'll explain, I suppose. There were like some islands, right? And then monkeys are practicing behavior on one island, and it becomes so popular, I guess, in the group consciousness of these monkeys to be engaging in a certain activity, that then other monkeys who are in complete isolation, right, all of a sudden practice this same behavior, because it's just, there's some carryover, I guess you could say, once it's reached a certain percentage in the consciousness, that, you know, new things can be accepted, embraced, or even just feasible or possible, realized.
Wow.
I think that's it, right?
That's
Did
fine.
I get it right?
That's a great definition for
Okay.
And
what I think about, oh, sorry.
and also is
What do I like about it?
Yeah, what do you like for Pete's sakes?
For Pete's sake.
What do you like about it for Pete's sakes?
Well, it shows us, I mean, it really reinforces what I've come to learn on the spiritual path, is that when we work on ourselves, that has an effect on the world around us. So that's huge, you know, staying positive, healing yourself first. I mean, that's how we win, I think. And when we talk about consciousness, you can say, okay, we prove all this, we can observe this or that. But really think about that by which we are able to observe something. That's the consciousness. Can I change the topic for briefly?
That's fine.
Mandela effect?
Boom.
Boom.
For Pete's
Okay,
sakes.
this is also a really heavy one. But the way that I see it, Mandela effect boiled down, because I was wrestling with it for a while, but I think I got it now. Basically, the Mandela effect to me shows that the present can actually change the past. Okay?
I learned that exactly. I learned that on the physics thing with the research group. The present can
Everything being so interconnected.
Yes, and like in the past, and the future, and the future, and the past. It's all
interconnected.
All the time is the same.
In a way that's a bit beyond maybe our level of human understanding.
No, the physicists figured it out. It's a real phenomenon.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why, I mean, since the present can affect the past, that's why it's even so much more important to be the change and to just embrace what you want the world to be by the way you live your life. Right. Like Peter, for example, doesn't drive. He's got his bike here. We don't need to show that.
Oh no, you see that in the
right, and you know, I'm doing things that I can to make the world a better place. You know, actually getting involved.
Great. Well,
you got some more questions?
No, you know what? There's more to come. let's not give them everything, you know. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
And we want you, if possible, to like, subscribe, and to comment below. Well, anyway, thank you. Thank you, Thomas, for sharing.
Thank you.
Namaste.
So here, with the 100th monkey effect, significant and beneficial global changes can be made. Perhaps even paradigm shifts or new realizations, awareness, and new ways of thinking can occur.
This may possibly even affect or create timeline shifts, as is evident in the Mandela effect that Thomas mentioned.
The Mandela effect says that multiple realities exist and that splintered versions of possible futures are able to manifest or converge in the present.
In other words, the future, yours, humanity's, and the planet's is not set.
It is changeable. With the 100th monkey effect, we can see that profound positive changes within humanity is not done solely by one person. It is done by one more, and one more, and one more, and so on and so on.
And so it appears to be that as with monkeys washing sweet potatoes, the 100th monkey effect can facilitate in leaps and bounds needed and positive changes around the globe. Universal peace, abolishing poverty, equality, nonviolence,
sharing free and clean energy technology, new paradigm shifts in thinking,
an environmentally healthy planet, awakenings,
and even disclosure.
And all it may take is one more person to tip the scales.
Well, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch us.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed our show.
Until next time.
Here you go.
At least you could have watched it.
We are recording, looking at the monkeys, and go for it.
Speaking of monkeys, have you heard of the 100th monkey effect?
It doesn't really involve 100 monkeys.
And if it does, what would monkeys have to do with this show?
That was my line. Oh, it isn't.
Here we go again.
And another
3, take
question
2.
for your question. What do monkeys have to do with consciousness?
Perfect. And we'll take it from the top.